So today I've been up at the rifle ranges, and unfortunately the weather was absolutely horrific. Although the sun is streaming in this afternoon through the window, but basically we only got a few rounds off. So I thought decided it was time to come home, and this is what we shot: my number 4 Enfield and my Schmidt-rubin straight pull rifle. For those of you that wondering what that big knob on the side does. And basically, me and my friend that came up with me were trying to decide which was quicker. The Enfield is obviously world renowned for being an exceptionally quick rifle to reload and shoot again. So much so there's varying claims, but people sort of seem to say 30 to 40 rounds is achievable in a minute, although there is somebody that claims they've done 50 plus. But I don't know. I think there was rumours of a Brun gun magazine being modified to fit an Enfield, which might make it a little bit easier. However, in the Swiss Schmidt-rubin's cause, as you can see, it's a straight pull action there, and it's as simple as pulling that big knob back and forward. That's all you have to do. Each time that will eject and then rechamber another round. However, you've only got a 6-shot magazine on this compared to the 10 of the Enfield, so you have to reload. However, the stripper clips are, if you can find them, I happen to have a number somewhere, a little easier to use than the Enfields. They're not as tight. They're actually a sort of a waxed cardboard with a very, very light steel pressing around the edge of it. It just makes it really easy to feed into the magazine, whereas the Enfield can be a little bit difficult to get all 10 in. But with a little bit of practice, you can do it. But saying that, the Schmidt-rubin wasn't made under wartime conditions. It was, well, as we all know, the Swiss never really went to war in the extent that the Commonwealth forces and the Allies did in the Second World War, and the First as well. So they weren't quite under the same strains, and that's evident to see when you compare both of them. If you just look at the bolts here, I don't know how well you can see it, but the actual finish on the this is a 1944 Enfield. It's quite rough, whereas this is also a 44 Schmidt-rubin. If you can just see the quality of the finish on the receiver there, it's just fantastic. And you've even got the Swiss cross there, standing very proud and nicely machined. I don't know if it's machined, I should imagine it's probably stamped into the metal. So we had this little debate, which should be able to fire faster. The Schmidt-rubin's actually got a slightly light, considerably lighter trigger, much better trigger than the Enfield. So much so people do use it for hunting. You can buy a scope mount attachment for them that doesn't even require any drilling onto the woodwork or the receiver. And people have, I think there are videos of people with scopes on YouTube of them. So having said that, because of this lighter trigger, the Schmidt-rubin does shoot a bit, not necessarily better, but my grouping, and without blowing my own trumpet, I wasn't particularly trying overly hard, was a lot better than it was with the Enfield. I mean, the Enfield still shoots extremely well. It was shooting a little high with the sight up at 200 yards, but it still was hitting the figure 11 targets beautifully. But the grouping with the Schmidt-rubin was considerably better. I mean, it was probably the size of 2 fists put together, and that was sort of just leaning onto a post. I wasn't on a bench or sat down or anything like that. So if you've got any views, I know there's a huge contingent of Enfield supporters out there. I am definitely one of them. This is obviously one of, well, technically 3 I own at the moment, but 1 is up for sale. It'd be great to hear them. But anyway, I hope this has been a little interesting insight to the 2 different rifles, and I think we'll have some more videos coming in the near future. See you later.